So cool. Oh, it's the so cool. What are you gonna do with that so cool mousepad control and balance? Backwatch here. Today we're going to be reviewing the Soku control pad as well as the Soku speed pad, which I have on the floor right here. They're both fantastic. I like them. They stick to the desk pretty good. Very solid base. They're very well made. The edge stitching, I do take a little bit of issue with. It's a little bit rough, more rough than you'd expect for a mouse pad at this price point, which is, I believe, 45 USD. Yeah, I wish they had a few more colorways too. It's red. It's nice. I think they have red and black. The red, this like red wine, I got on both the pads because I have never had one of the artisan wine red pads. And I thought, well, this is like kind of the same thing. Yeah. So the control pad. Let's start with that. It relies a lot on static electricity. It's very felty. The stitch is just a straight lateral vertical pattern at 90-degree angles. So it's, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is very tightly woven, and the fibers are very poofy. They're for their size, they're very poofy. So it generates a ton of static electricity on skates like the Death Adder. There's a lot of surface area, and it's PTFE. You're just gonna get a huge static buildup. Now that's good and it's bad, because every time you take your mouse off the pad, it's gonna kind of reset that, right? The friction, or the feeling of friction, which is actually just the static charge gripping and holding the mouse down. Kind of like when you rub your arm on a balloon and the balloon sticks to it more. The longer you rub it, it sticks. Feels like there's more friction there. It's because of the static buildup. Okay, kind of magnetism basically. I like the speed pad of the two better, and that was with the fingertip grip mice that I tested on it. Where's the Mao? Somewhere around here, over there, buried and stuff. And I like the dot skate designs better overall on both the pads. Both pads had a lot of static buildup. The speed considerably less. Yeah. Now, did I play good with both of them? Yeah, I played great with both of them, actually. I performed better with these two pads, the Soku pads, than I have with a lot of other pads that I've been testing recently. If I had to give the control a score out of 10, just for those who want to tune out of this as quickly as possible, and I'll go into more review on these, but if I had to give the control a score out of 10, I'd give it a 7, maybe an 8. It's a pretty good value, pretty good bang for the buck there. This feels kind of like an artisan soft. I think they offer this in 2 softnesses, and I got the softest, obviously, because that's what I do. It feels like an artisan soft, and I enjoy it. I think I played my best on this with the G-Wolves Veneer asymmetric. It just felt at home. Like, that feeling where it just feels right? Yeah, this mouse pad gave me that feeling. With this mouse, with the Orbital Pathfinder as well, it was just like locked in. If you watched any of my live streams, you saw how locked in I got on this bad boy. It was good. The Death Adder had a lot of static buildup, and once you got used to it, you could really drop some good shots. It was nice. Yeah. I wish this logo down here was not here. It's not a part of the mouse pad you use a whole lot, maybe 1% of the time. But I did notice my arm dragging on it. You see that? Yeah. Come on. We bought your pad. Don't put that there. Let's get the speed pad out, yeah? All right. this is a little different. You guys get to hang out with me while I move all my mice, my collection over. This Zoomy boy on there. Zoomy boy, that's fun. That's a fun way to say magnifying glass. Oh, one last thing, glass skates. So I tried the Stormbreaker with glass skates on this, and it's like a skating rink. So for the control pad, I would recommend glass skates if you're going to do like a palm or a relaxed claw grip mouse where you're putting a lot of pressure in. Glass skates on it were fucking sweet, man. It was great. Okay, back to this speed pad. Again, it's a cross stitch, but you can see there's a lot more porous. There's a lot more spacing between the threads, even though it looks very, very, very similar. If you guys can see that, I don't think you can, but you can see this is a lot more porous, which is, speedy because there's less surface area, right? This also, since the fibers are also more tightly woven together, so you're not going to get as much static buildup, which I prefer. I prefer not having a ton of static buildup because you can get muddy real quick having that. The Terra felt right at home on this. Oh my God. It felt good. The Orbital Pathfinder, like these dot skate designs were just, and this, I love the Terra it has, you guys can't see this well on that camera, but it's got little dots all along here. These are like ridged and textured. So it's almost like having just like 30 miniature, like millimeter dot skates. It's awesome. The glass skates on the Stormbreaker, I thought it played too fast on this, which is pretty typical for speed pads, speed cloth pads, that is. You kind of want a balanced pad with glass skates, in my opinion. Pulsar V3 or V4 played fine. I have the one that there we go. X2, there we go. Where's my other size of this one? I don't know. We'll find it. X2 played good on this. Death Adder, I really enjoyed on this. Like, it was, yeah. But the king of the bunch, move out of the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Fingertip grip mice on this speed pad were just, it was heaven. I'd give this speed pad, this is probably my favorite speed pad I've used in a year. Cloth speed pad. Let's be very clear about that. Look, I'm looking back. I'm like, what is do I have another cloth speed pad that's better? I don't. This is, for the last year, for the last half of 2025, I think the Vaxi PC or PD have a similar feeling. This is also an X-Soft, by the way, just to let you know. And it felt as good as those. So I guess within the last 9 months, this is the best speed pad. Like, it gives you just enough control without any, it just feels like air hockey with this. Right? Like, it's just, I love it. I recommend this. This is one of the best cloth speed pads on the market right now. The control pad, it's good. There's better control pads out there. Period. Especially at the price point. But this speed pad, highly recommended. Fragwatch approved there, baby. All right, we'll stop this review. We'll keep it short. Where's my mouse? I don't know where my mouse cursor is. Maybe here. We got it. Okay. Thanks for watching. For Fragwatch reviewing the Soku control and speed pads. Thanks for watching.